Good morning, guys. It's bright and early, and today is an exciting day because I'm going to get tattooed. So I know that's not exciting to everybody. Whatever your cup of tea is, it's all good. But it's exciting for me, and I deal with a lot of guilt because these are usually obviously long appointments, and I deal with the guilt of, should I hang out with Axel instead? Should I, but Axel gets plenty of attention. Like, he's not deprived at all. He gets tons of love from all angles, and so he'll be fine. It's just, I guess it's it's a dog owner thing. So you might relate with that, you might not. But that's what we're doing today. So hopefully it's not a super all day thing, but we'll see. So I figured part of my way out, I would talk to you guys about this recent issue with the Dougherty Dozen, and then towards the end of the vlog, I will check in with you guys once my appointment's done, and I'll probably do a little more at the end. But this is really important, so I want to put it in the beginning of the video because I know how YouTube works, and some people only want to hang out for part of the video, which is all good. With this situation, if you missed my video talking about this, I'll link it down below. Go watch that first, or else you're just going to be confused. I had a source share with me a screen grab from Facebook. And the screen grab from Facebook was from the Kinship's Biomom. So Kinship Kids Biomom shared on Facebook that there could be some incoming changes to the Dougherty, quote, dozen. And one of the Kinship kids might be going to a new home. Biomom was just asking for some positive vibes, prayers, so on and so forth, and was hoping that the placement would be a good thing, whatever. There are a couple things that I want to touch on. Number one, I've already pinned a comment on that video, but just to reiterate it here. While I was trying to protect the Biomom's name, I also blurred out the time, how long ago it was posted. And I want to clarify in this video, I believe my timing is correct, but you can confirm it on that pinned comment. Going off memory, I believe the comment was made at 1:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 2nd, 2023. So I want to apologize for that. All that I was trying to do was blur out her name, and I expanded my blur a little too much, and that was just an oversight and totally my fault. It wasn't intentional or anything like that, because I know some people were like, oh, well, this could be a really old post. It was not old. It was made on March 2nd, as I said. There's been a lot of conversation about, number one, should that information have been released? My personal opinion on that is it's not a big deal that it was released, because here's my thing. I'm talking about Alicia's actions and how it has impacted this possible change that might be incoming. This is all Alicia's fault. I'm not putting blame on the kid. I'm not talking about the kid. We're talking about Alicia's actions having this result, period. So that's number one. The second thing when it comes to that is Biomom has over 2,000 friends on this Facebook account. She has had multiple Facebook accounts, but the one where this was posted, and the post is still up as of 2 hours ago, she has over 2,000 people that are following that Facebook account. So this was not some kind of intimate conversation between her and a best friend or a few best friends where it was a text that was leaked. That's not what happened. We're talking about a Facebook page that has thousands of eyes on it. So even if the argument wants to be, oh, well, it was, quote, on Facebook for friends, well, that's a whole lot of friends, and I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to sharing something to over 2,000 people, if it's something that I only want my closest group of people to know, I'm going to do a group text or a group chat on Instagram. I don't know if Facebook has a group chat. I'm sure they do. But I'm going to whittle it down. I'm not just going to announce that to over 2,000 people that are on this Facebook page if it's something that I am not okay with getting out. It wasn't private. It wasn't some kind of intimate conversation where someone's best friend like told all this info. Like, that's not what happened at all. And on top of it, people leak messages all the time. Now, the other side of this is that Alicia has responded, and there is a screenshot going around that is a comment on YouTube where Alicia has said something along the lines of, everything is false, don't believe everything you hear, that's not true, nobody's leaving, everyone's happy, sunshine, confetti, glitter cupcakes, and lollipops, everything is cool. And a lot of people are choosing to believe her. And that's okay. That is your choice. If you want to believe someone who has lied before, that's okay. I am not one to believe someone who has a track record of lying all over the internet. Alicia has lied about literally donating to people who need help. I've said before, like when I covered the whole thing with the unhoused and the donations, if you're able to look at somebody and lie about something like that, you're able to lie about anything. How can you literally lie about donating to people that are struggling and probably at their rock bottom? You lied about it, and you made content about it that was monetized, and it was all a fucking lie. Alicia can literally say anything, and I'm gonna look into it. I've given her a voice on my channel, and I've listened to the production that she has created, and I've listened to the storylines and shown exactly what she is sharing with her audience, and I've given commentary on it. It would be unethical and unfair of me to not allow the other side to be heard. Most people that are in the commentary space, not all, but most, are open to hearing both sides of a conversation. And in this situation, the two sides of the conversation is Alicia and birth mom, bio mom, whatever you want to say. So instead of allowing this woman who has a very small size audience compared to Alicia, instead of allowing her voice to be heard, her voice shouldn't be heard just because Alicia says that it's a lie. That's not how I operate. I operate in a world where sometimes the people with the smaller audience are the ones telling the truth. And sometimes these people with these big audiences are striving so hard to save face and save their reputations that they're willing to lie, deceit, steal, do whatever it is because they're trying so hard to save face and not be truthful about things that are actually happening. Now, since filming my original video, I've also thought about, is it possible that there was a conversation that happened in between Biomom and Kinship Kid where it's a desire to want to get out of the Dougherty home? That could have happened, and maybe that's why she was sharing this. But either way, her voice deserves to be heard. It is unfair to just automatically label her as a liar just because Alicia says that it's a lie. Alicia, you are not to be trusted in my mind. I don't trust you. because you have lied about so many stupid, silly things before. Everything from using a laundry service to what time you get up to helping the unhoused. So for me, trust is gone. And I'm not saying it needs to be like that for everybody, but I'm damn sure not going to automatically just come and be like, oh, Alicia said it's a lie. Let me clean up my hands and, say sorry. No. I am simply responding to something that was shared with 2,000 people. I am not coming and creating a bunch of conspiracy theories or stretching things into something that they're not. This woman, no matter what her background, her story, her history, no matter what all of that is, she decided to come to over 2,000 people and share something. And I'm here to give my opinion about it. Now, as I've said before, I do think that, sticking to the facts is really important when we're talking about commentary. And that's why I didn't, in my original video, I didn't come and say, oh, well, this is probably going on and that's probably going on in mental health and, all of this kind of stuff. I'm not here to diagnose people. I'm not here to come up with crazy claims. But if she had something that she felt comfortable enough sharing with over 2,000 people, why shouldn't that be heard? So let's just play a what if scenario as far as the outcome of this situation, because the outcome will happen. When people find out about it, who knows? But one of two things is going to happen. Number one, she stays with Alicia and that's just the way things are. And maybe it was a conversation, maybe it was an idea, maybe it was something that was desired and didn't happen. Or number two, it is actually going to happen and Alicia's going to come up with some kind of random reason why the child is leaving the house. Do I think that she's gone right now? Probably not. And that's why Alicia was able to say, oh, she's still here. Well, yeah, sure. Of course she's still here. But if she is unhappy, she should be allowed to not be there. And that's how I feel about it. I really want to drive this home because I really shouldn't tell people this because then they're probably going to harp on it. But I will, because I'm really not appreciative of people trying to say that I'm lying or being malicious when I'm not. If I come to my platform and I say something, it's because I have looked into it for myself and it's something that I think is not malicious and something that can be talked about. I don't come up with rumors and I don't, do all this kind of stuff. I react to things that I see, and I cannot get over the fact that people actually expect this birth mom's voice to just go away. Oh, pay her no mind. Because Alicia's over here saying that everything is cool. Everything's good. So we are to ignore this individual and what she's saying and just label her as a liar. That is unfair. That is not okay. It's unfair, and it would not be fair of me as a commentary channel to automatically discount and trash what somebody else shared openly simply because the person with the bigger platform is saying that it's not true. How is that fair? It's not, my opinion. So either way, I wanted to get that out of the way. I want to clear the air. If you guys have opinions and you think I'm wrong, sound off down below. But I have a hard time with just saying that somebody's opinion is meaningless and has no value simply because someone who has lied about things before says that it's not true. It just makes no sense to me. Like, why would anyone put all of their faith into what Alicia Dougherty is serving? Because previously, and based on her own track record, what she serves is dishonesty, exploitation, oversharing, and flex culture. And I have given her the floor. I have listened to what she has had to say. And at this point in time, I am choosing to also allow this other side to be considered as well. And as far as sharing the information, I touched on that in the beginning of the video, but just to reiterate here, it was shared with over 2,000 people. So that is a lot of people to share something with if you think that it should be treated with confidentiality or secrecy. I wouldn't share something with over 2,000 people. I would share it with 5 or 10 of my closest friends and keep it at that. I think that she wants her voice to be heard. And that's how I feel. So either way, I'm going to continue to make my way, and I will check in with you guys when I'm done. So I'll see you in just a few. Hi you guys, I'm all done. It is much later. That took much longer than I was anticipating. So I am gonna finish this video out so I can get it edited and hopefully post it for you guys. But I've been talking to a few of you over on Instagram about this situation, and here's the thing. I know that not everybody agrees, but for the most part, we're all in agreement that this is not a private piece of information that was made public. It was shared to a large audience. Everybody deserves to have their voice heard, and most people are not taking Alicia Dougherty's opinion at face value. So I'm not going to continue to kind of go back and forth with this, but I did want to at least address it, because if there are a large group of comments raising a concern, I at least want to address it, bare minimum. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I know that a lot of people might think that doing commentary is just, oh, it's not that hard. It can't be that hard. You're just over here blabbering your mouth and giving unsolicited opinions and blah, blah, blah. I want to make very clear in this video, before I close it out, that with commentary, sometimes it feels like you just can't win. And as long as I'm standing on my delivery and my videos, I hold myself to a certain set of standards. I don't run around and just do anything for content. I don't do anything to get clicks and views. And I am a pretty fair person to the best of my ability. And in being fair, I think that it includes listening to both sides of the situation. And just because one person has a tiny platform and the other has a really big platform, if you're sharing something to 2,000 people, chances are it's going to spread. Hey guys, I also wanted to add in here that I was thinking about the Mindy and Jessica Kent situation. Mindy shared her text messages with Jessica Kent, and it seems like part of the internet was really happy to see what was going on and give their opinions about it. But now with a Facebook post that was shared with over 2,000 people, for some reason this is something super private. I actually think that text messages are much more private than a Facebook post that was put out to over 2,000 people. But I just wanted to bring that up because it kind of seems like people are unable to put their biases aside when it comes to Alicia because they're willing to believe her narrative. But once something is made public, whether it's a Facebook post or someone sharing their text messages, the internet is going to consume it and give opinions about it. And I think that they should stick to the facts, but that's just internet culture. Once it's out there, there's going to be opinions given. It wasn't shared to 5 of your closest friends. So, like I said, I did want to at least address it, but I am very tired. I am just beat, and I am going to go home and get us some dinner going and then feed Axel and finish out my evening. So I hope that you guys are well. I do try to keep most people, you know, I try to be as fair as I can and keep most people happy as far as what my content is. And I hope that y'all can also see it from my point of view and understand where I'm coming from and why I have this stance on this topic. So either way, I do appreciate the support. And if you have thoughts that you don't want to share in the comments and you want to talk to me on Instagram, my DMs are open. Don't call me names or else I will ignore your message. But if you would like to have an adult conversation, I am all ears. So that's going to be it for now. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.